Hello, ladies and nerds. Welcome to the FBA, the Film Buffs Anonymous, where no film will be safe. I am no longer sick. I am Eddie.
And I'm Chema, and I was never sick.
Screw you. And today we actually have a special for you. Since the week was kind of slow, we're going to do the news on a separate video.
Yeah.
But for today, we will be talking about our top 10 characters of all time.
Much like the last top 10, when we did our 10th episode, this will be our 20th. Another little milestone for our little show. The top 10, so our favorite 10 film characters of all time. And in these 10 episodes, a lot has changed. We have upgraded to video, and we have product placement now.
Yes, we do. By the way, before we begin, I need to take a little snack. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever, you never need to take a second to relax, Chips Ahoy. Great. Available in small packages just like this. Not too bad for you. You're not going to feel guilty, but just good enough to where it brings a lot of happiness into your day.
And if you're ever thirsty, especially here where it's hot in the style of Texas, Sprite is always good.
You're not doing it right.
You
just showed the name.
Oh yeah, there it is. Hey, I don't know how to do this. I'm new at this. I'm a sellout. My 12-year-old self would be embarrassed of me. Okay.
Oh, sellout.
All right.
Punk.
All right. Let's shoot. The dangers of being a sellout. Let's.
You start.
Yeah. Okay. I start this time.
Yes.
All right. How about we start with our honorable mentions?
I need to go first. Jesus.
All right.
Okay.
You were so close to not dying, and then there you are again. Okay, my honorable mentions, there are a few. First of all, Rocky, which so close to being, if I had a number 11, it would be Rocky. Mm-hmm. Then Margie from Fargo, because that woman is a freaking badass. Bruce Wayne, Batman. It was almost on the list too. I feel like my nerd card should be taken away for this, but it's not. Jack Sparrow, because it's such an iconic, lovely character that it's so fun to see. Han Solo, it's my favorite character in Star Wars. Elsa and Anna from Frozen, fuck the haters, I love them. Donnie Darko from Donnie Darko. Blue Bloom from Nightcrawler, which is again a great character that I think will transcend. Jules Winfield from Pulp Fiction, because Samuel Jackson is a freaking badass and I must include him on the list. Peter Parker and Spider-Man, played by Tobey Maguire, not the most recent one. This for me is the OG Spider-Man. Coraline from Coraline, because that's a character that I also really like. Yes?
I just realized I have no black people on my list.
You are fucking racist. Juno from Juno. Aisling from The Secret of Kells. Completely adorable character. Jack Skellington from The Night Before Christmas. All the emotions from Inside Out. And Jimmy Rabbit from 8 Mile, as played by His Holiness Eminem.
Fair enough.
Those are my honorable mentions.
Okay. I was very selective with mine. I only allowed myself 15 total, so I only have 5 honorable mentions. Although I'm going to include one that you had because I kind of forgot.
Let me guess. Nightcrawler?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let's call it. I completely forgot about Jack Skellington.
You're gonna. I think you didn't like him.
I don't, but I understand how iconic he is.
So okay. Well, this list is your choice, not like what you think the world likes.
No, I want to do some justice. Plus, I want to hear the bitching stop from the Hot Topic tweens.
Okay.
Yeah, Skellington is one. My honorable mention, some of them you might know, some of them you probably won't. First off is Victor Navorsky. You know who he is?
No.
Ever seen a movie called The Terminal?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the one with Tom Hanks. Yeah, I really loved this character. It was a great character study, in my opinion. It was fun to watch him. Even though the film itself was heartbreaking, you couldn't help but root for the guy. So that's my first one.
All right.
Let's call it. Next up is John McClane. Just because he's such a badass.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's an everyday badass. He's an everyday man. He just took more of a beating than any single human being could ever survive.
Yeah.
John McClane, awesome. And he gave us one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah.
Daniel Plainview, do you know who that is?
No.
Daniel Plainview. Ever seen There Will Be Blood?
I have not. That's on my list.
Wow, that's actually.
I know it's one of the greatest recent films that have come out, but I haven't seen it.
The epitome of what it means to be a complete asshole.
Okay.
This guy, I mean, he's such a douche, but you can't help but you don't like him, but you're interested in the story and watching it play out.
Okay.
So there's that. Jimmy B. Rabbit.
There you go.
Because it's fucking Eminem, and again, it's the epitome of the story of a man, making something of himself.
Yeah.
He goes to such a that was a shitty week, man. I wonder if every week of his is like that. Someone fucked my girl, I got beat up, I won a rap battle, let's call it a week.
Yeah.
Last but not least is the closest I have to a black person, Dr. King Schultz from Django Unchained. I didn't even pick Django, I picked him, that white guy that helped him. That's so bad. He's such an intelligent, well-spoken, well-written character.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to have a beer with him because I feel like...
He's such a cool guy to hang out with, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'll be smarter, and the way he carries himself and his accent and whatnot. If my daughter wanted to date him, even though he's like 30 years older than her, yes, you can date him.
You make it really weird every single week.
I shall, I will every time.
Okay, go.
So those are my honorable mentions.
Okay.
Now,
should I start with my number 10?
Number 10.
Okay, my number 10 is from a movie that I think a lot of people oversee. Yeah, this guy's one of my favorite actors. He has been taking a shit several times. Stop looking at my screen. But I like this because the thing about my list is that these are the characters that might not be the best leaders or might not be the smartest guys, but these are characters that that if you met them in real life, you would like to like. These are characters that I would like to be like a little bit, but also characters that if I met them, like if they were my mentors or someone that I would follow them. These are characters that I would love to like meet, and yeah, because so that the characters must be kind of human, like not Godzilla human, but like have those values, human qualities, human traits. And this character might be the most normal out of all of my list. And that is Alex Hitch from the movie Hitch.
That's where I come in. Excuse me. By asking if it was diet, she took it as you trying to imply that you thought she was fat. Go get a red rose, get a regular Coke, tell her she's everything you never knew you always wanted. Any problems, give me a call.
Because tell me that if you met that guy, you wouldn't follow him. You wouldn't. That is a guy that is the best at what he does, and he's just fun to hang out with. He's just fun to chill. I know it feels a little weird putting him on the list, but but I feel that movie's a little bit underrated. I love him in that performance, and the chemistry that he has with Kevin James, and it leads to a lot of very comedic moments because I feel like that is a character that if the Fresh Prince grew up, that would be him.
Told you were the guy that helps guys like me.
I read this book.
There's a book.
Well, the character is based off a certain book about trying to get women.
Okay.
And I read the movie was so hilarious. I read the book.
Yeah.
Got me my girlfriend. So I like Hitch. He's great. He's hilarious.
Yeah. So I love Hitch. I think that if I met him, like I would be like, dude, teach me.
90-degree angles. This is home. You see somebody you know, I don't want none of this. Don't bite your lip. Stop biting your lip. None of this. Okay, see, now that's what I need to be learning.
In the club with my homies, trying to get a little VI, but down on the low key.
Don't ever do that again.
Like you also see him in his weak moments, like where he doesn't know what to do, and he also needs to like get out of his own comfort zone in order to do something. And I think that humanizes him a lot because he's not shown as perfect; he's just shown up really good at what he does. So I like that character. Number 10. That is my number 10.
Awesome. Well, my number 10 would murder the living shit out of your number 10. My number 10 is, and you had to fucking mention him, Gojira. Or Godzilla, whichever, whether you're Asian or American, Gojira or Godzilla, whatever. Godzilla, the epitome of what it means to be a movie monster, not King Kong, Godzilla. Not just for his recent action, but overall in history. He's had a massive, massive, massive footprint on cinema, not just because of his size. For those of you who don't know, the original Godzilla film was about, Godzilla was supposed to represent the nuclear bomb and what it can do and the devastation. When he destroys a city, that's a nuclear bomb going off in the city, killing people. But if you go back and watch the original film, the mayhem and the destruction, and you know it's a movie, which makes it seem a little less. But when you watch the people and how they suffer, it's an amazing film. He is a force of nature. He is an act of God itself. You know, he's, how do I say this? Every director, I guarantee if you could ask them, hey, if you could go back in the 1950s and create Godzilla, would you do it? Every director would say yes.
Yeah.
And they would have their own spin on it. But regardless, everyone would love to be known as the person who created the most, arguably the biggest icon of all time.
It is. Yeah. When someone thinks monster, the first thing you think is Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go watch two giant monsters murder each other? Godzilla versus who?
King Kong.
No, but I mean, like you say, like Godzilla versus who's he gonna kick the shit out of?
Okay, I get the question.
Which, by the way, I cannot fucking wait for that Godzilla King Kong movie.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
If this show ends before that movie comes out, we will come back for that one movie.
If we die, we'll come back from the dead to review that movie.
Yes.
That is not much. Okay, so that's your number 10?
Number 10.
Number 9 is a character from a movie that came out last year. Because I decided to not sustain myself, and then
I know who you're talking about, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a character that it's a he.
Mm-hmm.
He's hilarious. He is portrayed by an actor who I've never expected him to do comedy.
Right.
And I'm sure that whatever you're thinking, you got it wrong.
Okay, go.
It's Monsieur Gustave from the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Run to the Cathedral of Santa Maria in Brucknerplatz, buy one of the plain half-length candles and take back 4 Klubecks in change. Light it in the sacristy, say a brief rosary, then go to Mendel's and get me a courtesan au chocolat. If there's any money left, give it to the crippled shoeshine boy. Hold it. Who are you?
Holy shit, I was real. Wow, I can't believe I didn't include him on my honorable mentions.
What do you think?
I thought you meant Birdman.
No.
No?
No.
No.
I mean, I like Michael Keaton in the role, but that's not one of my, that does, out of the question. So, Monsieur Gustave, how do you fucking explain this character? He is just fucking insane, and he loves his hotel, and he loves the residents there, and the things that he's willing to like go through,
Yeah.
in order to maintain that image and that role.
The sack, by the way.
She was 84.
I've had older.
I don't want to talk a lot about it because it's a movie that I suggest that you sit down and watch for yourself.
Yeah.
But you know, he and his relationship with Zero and that scene when he's in jail, he's like, I beat the shit out of all of them. It's a hilarious scene. The whole movie is funny as hell.
Masterpiece. The rest of this shit is worthless junk.
This man is a ruthless adventurer and a con artist who preys on mentally feeble, sick old ladies. And he probably fucks them too.
How's that supposed to make me feel?
And that is one of the biggest surprises that I had last year. Like, I didn't expect to like the character so much. And Ralph Fiennes, who after seeing him as Voldemort, I never expected to see him in a comedy role, so straight up and so funny. So that's a character that I also think is a kind of, I hope will be transcend and become iconic because the way it looks, the way it acts, I think it's a great character.
The police are here.
Tell them I'll be right down.
I have a pitch.
Sure.
Imagine Mr. Gustave, a character very much like him,
Yeah.
and a character like Dr. Schultz from Django Unchained. Imagine those two pursuing the same woman, played by Kate Blanchett. That would be the greatest romantic comedy of all time.
It will be better than This Means War.
It would be the single greatest. But no, I'm saying like the characters like this would take place in like the 1920s.
So it would be like if Gatsby was a comedy. With Kate Blanchett in the middle.
Yes, but you like both guys. Like they're both dipshits, but you can't help but love them.
Yeah, because in Gatsby I hate all of them.
What? You don't like Gatsby?
I like Gatsby. He's just a tragic character.
True.
And,
Great Gatsby, honorable mention.
Jay Gatsby, honorable mention.
And Nick Carraway, because he deserves it.
Yeah, he's cool. Okay, so that's my number 9.
Now my number 9 is a character who is heavily flawed.
Yeah.
More or less though, the point of this movie isn't to root for him, it's to watch his journey more than anything else.
Okay.
You're just watching this character and how he unfolds, and he has deep psychological issues and problems, but you just can't help but like him.
Yeah.
And he's played by an immense actor. By the way, 2 actors on this list actually appeared twice. Here's the very first of the 4 characters. His name is Howard Hughes from The Aviator.
Ladies and gentlemen, Howard
just love the story.
Based on a real life guy.
Yeah. But it's such a great story to watch, and you're not there to judge the characters and whatnot. You're literally just there to watch the journey happen.
Yeah.
There is no, big bad guy. There's no one real like him. No, you're just watching the journey, the story unfold of his life.
We're in a street fight, and I'm not gonna lose. He owns Pan Am, he owns Congress, but he does not own the sky.
And you can't help but root for him at some point. But some points you wonder, why is he so crazy? Why does he have these issues? Why is he like this? Why is he like that? He is a tragic character that you can't help but like. Mm-hmm. And to me, the Hercules fight.
Yeah.
Damn right. I feel like I went too mainstream with my list. Damn.
Yeah.
I'll redo it later.
So that's your number 9?
Number 9.
All right. My number 8, it's a character from another comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a comedy that I really like. I can't believe I actually forgot to include it on my top 10 favorite movie list because it was there. That movie was made too hastily. But so this character I love is also an actor that I really like, and this I think is his best role. And his name is Dewey Finn, and he's played by Jack Black in School of Rock.
You guys can really play. Why didn't anyone tell me? I think it's time we started our new class project. Rock band.
Can we tell our parents?
No!
Character. What I like about that character is that he's much like Mr. Gustav. He's so insane, and he loves what he does so much that he's willing to go out and do something about it, even if it's embarrassing himself. That's how much he loves it, and he loves playing music so much, and he wants to go back to those glory days when he had his band. But he runs out of money. He starts living with a friend of his, and he can't pay rent, and he's having trouble. So in the jizz, he pretends to be his roommate and gets a job as a substitute teacher in a private academy. And he doesn't give two shits. He just walks in and he's like, I'm hungover, so we're gonna start tomorrow. And then he sees the kids that they leave for music class, and and he sees them, they can play classical music very well. And he's like, okay, got an idea. So he brings them electric guitars and drums, and he's like, okay, go. And he tricks them pretty much into getting them to play into a battle of the bands so he can get money.
So, who do you like?
Christina Aguilera.
No.
Puff Daddy.
Wrong.
Liza Minnelli.
Oh, what do they teach in this place?
He ends up really liking the kids, and he starts forming a very good relationship with them. I was in a toss between him and Robin Williams in what's the movie?
Ryan Williams?
Yeah, no. I was between this character and Robin Williams in that other movie. I forgot his name.
Kicking and Screaming, Mrs. Doubtfire.
No.
Aladdin.
No, but he's also a professor.
The Post Side.
Yeah, the Post Side. I was between those because I was like, okay, Robin Williams more of a serious role. But then this one, there are scenes that I don't think even serious movies include. For example, there's one scene in which there's a girl that she's a little bit overweight, and she goes up to him and she says, I want to sing in the band. And he's like, and immediately he's like, okay, let me hear you. He never judges. He immediately is like, okay, let me hear you. And she sings beautifully. He's like, okay, you're in. There's a moment where she also says I'm a little scared. People are gonna make fun of me. And she's like, no, own it. That is you. That is awesome, and that makes you cool. You have a talent that a lot of people will want. And you know who also has weight issues? Me. And you know why? I like to eat. Is that a problem? It's a movie that actually portrays that as a positive thing. And I love that as a character because he actually really ends up caring about these kids. And never in a bad way. I mean, sure, he does trick them and does a bad thing, but the performance is great. He's hilarious, and I think there are those moments that are, even in a comedy, are so rare. So I think they work great. So it's Dewey Finn from School of Rock.
Lead guitar, Zack Attack. On bass, Posh Spice. Keyboards, Mr. Cool. Drums, Spazzy McGee. You three, groupies.
Awesome. Damn.
Yeah.
Again, my guy would murder the. Why do I have so many psychopaths on?
Why do you want to kill my characters?
Oh my
it's not chess.
I just realized all my characters are psychopaths.
Great.
Next up is Patrick Bateman.
What Ed Gein said about women.
What did Ed say?
He said, when I see a pretty girl walking down the street, I think two things. One part of me wants to take her out, talk to her, be real nice and sweet and treat her right.
And what the other part of him think?
What her head would look like on a stick.
Just before we start, that movie has my favorite movie quote of all time.
What?
Chrissy, please, what was it? Chrissy has please get down on your knees so Sabrina can see your asshole.
Yeah.
That's my favorite quote in movie history.
No, I love the part where he gets the guy, Well, for those who don't know, American Psycho, a very heavily underrated horror film. I don't think it has its place in history as one of the greatest slasher movies ever.
Yeah.
That's
that guy is literally insane.
That guy is batshit crazy.
Did you know I'm utterly insane? Really impressive. Another martini, Paul.
Which, by the way, funny, Professor Eddie is coming out for a second.
Yeah.
Did you know when they filmed the shower scene at the very beginning of the movie,
Right.
they called all the women to come watch while Christian Bale was naked in the shower?
That is what you do. Yeah.
It's Christian Bale.
If I was an actor, that would be my goal. That was my goal.
Your physical goal?
Yes.
To get
Like to be at that point.
Or is that all the women come to watch
Yes.
you take your shower scene?
Yes. And I would be like, bask yourselves. Bask yourselves.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the character for a minute.
All right, sure.
Patrick Bateman, he's a Wall Street analyst, big wig guy, very wealthy, who is a psychopath who has thoughts of murdering people that I think some people may actually have, but he actually commits to it.
Yeah.
Or does he? It has a very ambiguous ending, but I'll get to that in a second. He's such a great character, not a character study, but the perfect psychopath.
Yeah.
He's everything that Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason wish they could be.
Hey, Paul!
In a sense that, he's so under the radar and hidden, but he's such an insane psychopath. How the hell did a man like that get to such, have so much money, get to such authority? It's a great movie. It's a great film. Man, Patrick Bateman, I would not want to be caught dead with him. And the thing is, he's very deceptive. Women, I guarantee you 99% of women, if he says, hey, you wanna have sex? Hell yeah, I want to have sex with you, Patrick Bateman. But when you get beneath him, he's a monster. He's the perfect version of a monster because he doesn't look like it at all. He looks like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman, I love that one scene where he's running naked with a chainsaw and he's like, he does not give a shit.
Yeah.
No, I think he's wearing sneakers and the chainsaw, that's it.
Yeah.
Like no one or nothing. He's just
like,
running, ah! And it's just like, it's insane, it's batshit insane. But the ambiguous ending to me is what holds the movie over because you're not sure. Did he commit these murders or not? Did he really completely go apeshit or not? Because people aren't listening to him. And there are moments when you could say something crazy and no one would know. I like it. Patrick Bateman, he is my solid number 8.
Well, murders and executions mostly.
Do you like it?
Well, it depends. Why?
Okay, great. And number 7 is from when we did our top 10 favorite movies. I said I'm gonna try to not stick to this same characters, to the same movie. But this one comes out in one of them, and she's the main character, and that is Chihiro from Spirited Away. What I like about this character is just that she's a little girl. Like she's as innocent as you can get, and she's in a point in her life where she's moving to a place where she's never been in her life, and all she has are her parents. They're taken away from her, and she never leaves. Like she stays, and she while she is scared, she straight up goes and deals with the issues and tries to do something about it. She gets help, but in the end, she's the one who stands up to the evil witch, to all the monsters in the battle, and with her friend Haku, she eventually does manage to save her parents. Mm-hmm. But it's amazing how she's like an 11-year-old girl, mm-hmm. and she is so like when she starts, a lot of people think that she's a little bit unlikable, but she's an 11-year-old kid. Mm-hmm. Which 11-year-old kid is not unlikable?
Hey! You said just a quick look!
She's scared, a lot of people think that she's selfish. She's not, she's just scared. Mm-hmm. And she doesn't know what to do because she's never been in this situation. And it's a great metaphor for growing up. Mm-hmm. So I love that, I love her character, I love what she does. I love all the symbolism. I think she's a great role model to young girls. Mm-hmm. And so I love the movie, I love the character. It's Chihiro from Spirited Away.
I'll leave the door open for you.
Awesome. Once again, my character would box the shit.
Oh my god.
Rocky.
Oh, Rocky.
Rocky, because, my god.
And we're getting him back to this year.
Yeah, we came back to him this year with Creed. Rocky, I mean, I remember I went through a stage when I was 12.
Yeah.
I went to my parents for Christmas this year. I want the Rocky movies. Like that, I want that to be the one gift that I'm directing towards you guys. This is the one gimme you get.
Yeah.
I want the Rocky movies, and I sat down and I watched them all over the course of like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like just binge watching. I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
No wait. Yeah, 5.
Rocky Balboa came out in 2007, 2005, or what?
2007?
I think, okay.
Yeah, I just remember sitting down and watching all of them within the course of about 3 days, and I love Rocky, man. He's such a good, not just that he's a great boxer, but Rocky is about boxing the way Remember the Titans is about football.
Yeah.
It's not. It's about bigger and deeper issues, and again, it's about a man standing up and making his way through this world. Think 8 Mile, but with your fists.
Yeah.
You know, Rocky, the incredible underdog who could do it. He's Goku.
Yeah.
He's Goku, basically. Apollo Creed is the well-trained Vegeta.
Yeah.
And Rocky is Goku.
You know, I've been coming in for 6 years, and 6 years you've been sticking it to me. I want to know how come.
You want to know?
I want to know how!
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because you had the talent to become a good fighter. And instead of that, you became a leg breaker. Some cheap, second-rate loan shark.
To living?
By the way. Yeah.
I mean, just a mammoth of a human being. Just an incredible, epic film, the fight scenes. And I love that the fight scenes went on forever because you really got the feeling that you're watching a boxing match and they're beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah. I think those would be perfect movies to like watch on a huge ass screen. To feel like you're actually there.
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. Or like to also go, honestly, man, if they were gonna play a movie in a gym while you're working out, play Rocky.
Yeah.
And like just have like audio heads on so you can hear it perfect clearly, and you see him boxing, and you're just like,
Your leisure, you want to sit down? I got my turtles right here. You want to make my turtles? They're cool. Yeah. You can just be on that.
turtle. Jesus. And that character, he just evolved so much because he was stupid in the first one.
He's dumb in the first one.
But he you know, Sylvester Stallone was like, oh man, I can't be that stupid. So he fixed him. I told you the backstory, right?
Yeah, with the dog.
Yeah.
That might be one of my favorite stories, like background in the film.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, he sold his dog. He was basically being homeless. I'm not gonna tell the whole story. I'll tell you. He was basically homeless. He ended up having to sell his dog so he could live. He had his best dog. And several studios offered him freakish amounts of money, you know, $200,000, $250,000, $300,000 for the script, but he wouldn't sell it because he wanted to star in it. Finally, the studio said, okay, we'll buy it from you for $50,000, you can star in it. And he ended up spending he sold it for like 10 or 15 grand, but he ended up spending $5 to buy back his dog. And that's the same dog that you see him running with in the movie. You see him running up the stairs?
Yeah.
That's his dog. That's his real dog that he got back. So, Rocky.
Yeah.
Yo, Adrian! I did it!
So that's your number 7. My number 6 is a tie. Tie between two characters. Two characters that are very different from each other, but even still manage to like work together in 3 films. They are.
Don't you mean 4?
Not yet. I love how you already know. They're Woody and Buzz.
You are a toy! You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear, you're an action figure! You are a child's plaything!
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity. Farewell.
Woody and Buzz, man. I mean, these guys are like the great epitome of
a dynamic duo.
Of a dynamic duo, exactly. Because they're characters that they're made of plastic, but oh my god, do they make you feel? And one thing that I said when I was making this list, I said, okay, these are characters that I can look up to, that I can do, but characters that I would love to see forever. Like, I could see 1,000 movies with Hitch. I could see 1,000 movies with Chihiro or someone else. But with Woody and Buzz, I am hesitant about Toy Story 4, but I would see 1,000 more shorts of the ones that they're producing. Because these are characters that I would follow forever. Because they're great. You can learn a lot of lessons. Because when they meet, they clash a little bit, but they have their differences, but eventually they manage to work it out for the greater good, which is the good of their kid, which is Andy. So these are characters that they're iconic, man. They're great. You remember how you told that story about Tom Hanks in the elevator with the kid?
Yeah.
Well, I have a better one.
Go.
There was a kid and his dad, and it happened when that tsunami in it was like 10 years ago.
Asia.
Yeah, in Asia.
China, Japan, something.
Yes, it was in Asia. A kid and a dad, they managed to survive, and they were like stuck, like trapped in the middle of the whole wreck.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to like keep themselves going, they would be telling each other back and forth to infinity and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so back and forth they'll be like, we can do it, yes, to infinity and beyond. They would like be saying it back and forth in order to like keep going.
Yeah.
And that's it. And when a Pixar film that is directed towards kids can inspire you that much, holy shit, you made it. So I love both these characters, and they are hilarious. The voices are great. The chemistry is awesome. They're actually the very few. Every time when someone voice acts for a movie, they usually like all the actors do it separately in a separate time and separate booths. These two did it together, like on the same booth. So when they're talking to each other, they're actually talking in front of each other, and I think that's just really fun. I think the things that they say to each other are really iconic, both in the first one, the second one, and the third one. Mm-hmm. And these are characters that, like I said, will live forever. And I hope that I have kids and that they play with these guys as toys, and I hope I have grandkids and they play with them as toys, and I hope it keeps going forever. And Woody and Buzz.
No one's getting replaced. Excuse me.
Walt Disney must hate John Lasseter because he made the most iconic character of all time. Once again, my character would probably sell your character.
God.
No, my character would sell your characters. Jordan Belfort from the Wall Street.
My name is Jordan Belfort. The year I turned 26, I made $49 million, which really pissed me off because it was 3 shy of $1 million a week.
You don't like it?
No, I know. I think it's a fun character. It's just it doesn't have not a competition, man.
I paid to win. Anyway, okay, Jordan Belfort. Again, Jesus, his story. You just again.
It's not inspiring, but it is fun. I'm not gonna.
I would argue it's inspiring.
Well,
I want to be your filthy rich.
You want to be filthy rich and fuck Margot Robbie? Is that what you want to do?
No, I want to be filthy rich.
Okay.
But I mean,
I want to fuck Margot Robbie.
You probably would. You see, edit that out. No, leave that out. Leave that out.
Why? Fine.
I want Margot Robbie. I think that'd be funny.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, we're back. What was I saying? Damn it, man. Oh,
Come back.
Long 3-hour movie, but it's just such a fun story to watch. And his character, you like him in the beginning. I did like him. You know,
you start rooting for him, and then you want him dead.
I never wanted him dead. I just thought he was hilarious.
Yeah.
FBI. Any kind of booze you might want? No, the Bureau forbids us from drinking.
If you really think about it,
those dance moves.
that oh God, it's hard to say I respect him, but I like him.
Okay.
I would honestly love to go into business with him because his business sense. Yeah, he did some illegal stuff, but he's a fun character.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not looking for someone who I should idolize or someone who I should want to be like. I'm looking for someone who's, you know what, his story was very interesting, was very good. Yeah. You know, I personally loved his story. I was arguing between Jordan Belfort or Tommy DeVito from Goodfellas, because they're both basically the same character, both directed by Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
No, Jordan Belfort, tops. Mm-hmm. I love The Wolf of Wall Street. I love the whole film, you know, the way he goes into the industry, and especially the fact that it's based on a true story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Jordan Belfort, the second Leonardo DiCaprio character.
Okay. Safety first. Safety is first. We don't want to get a bad reputation.
All
right, you move.
That's number 6. Yeah. Okay, my number 5 from another movie from last year. And
Birdman.
No Birdman on this list.
Okay.
It's weird. It's a weird character because I was in a toss between Han Solo or this character, and at first I realized that it was the nostalgia talking because I like this character a little bit more.
Star-Lord.
Yes, fucking Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's wanted largely on charges of minor assault, public intoxication, and fraud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this machine worked.
It's just, maybe it's the Chris Pratt performance, maybe it's the whole ambience of the character, but it's just so fun to watch. Like, you want to go on adventures with this guy. You wanna go in his ship, the Milano, and just go and be a thief in this universe. And I love how he's a hero, but he's not like planning to be one. Like he just happens to be in a situation where he just has to do something. Yeah. There's a moment where Rocket Raccoon actually asks him why do you want to save the galaxy? He's like, because I'm one of the idiots that lives in it. Like he has to do something because if not, no one is.
Plus, he has to kind of justify what they're going to do.
Yeah. Plus, he has those great lines. You had that in your purse. It's not a purse. That's satchel. Yeah, it's a guy that, like I told you, I like and that I enjoy. And half of it is the character itself. Half of it is the Chris Pratt performance.
That's when you.
Why would I put my finger on his throat?
This, you've seen this, right? You know what that is.
Yeah. He just brings a charisma and like a bullet to this character because the first 5-7 minutes, holy shit! Like everyone was crying,
right?
Because that is a hard intro to go, and because of that, it humanizes him a lot. So, like I said, maybe it's the character, maybe it's Chris Pratt, but I think that character is just so fun, and I would love to see more of him. So it's Star-Lord, number 5.
Star-Lord.
Who?
So Star-Lord versus this guy, that would be very interesting to watch.
Okay.
Batman. The Christopher Nolan Batman.
I'm Batman.
Okay.
Because I don't like the Michael Keaton. And not that he's bad, I just don't like it.
Yeah. You're entitled to your own opinion, even if your opinion is wrong.
Anyway, okay, the Christian Bale Batman. You just watch the story from beginning to end. The first thing is he's the only Batman to play Batman from beginning to end, from the start of the journey to the end of the story.
Yeah.
He faces off against so many things, and you see his rise. Like you see him learning how to be a ninja, how to be crazy, how to be Batman. You see him throughout his journey. You see him deal with the hostility of the Joker. The menace of Ra's al Ghul. The authority of Bane. You see him dealing with so many issues and whatnot. I remember I went to the triple premiere of The Dark Knight Rises, where we saw, all 3 movies. We saw Batman Begins, we saw The Dark Knight, and then we saw The Dark Knight Rises at midnight.
Yeah.
I saw all 3 films in one day. It was a 9-hour sit down. Jesus, man, that takes down. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, when everyone thought that he was dead and everyone was like depressed, like I remember looking around and I just remember seeing people going, because even after the bomb goes off, they don't reveal him.
Yeah.
They didn't reveal him. They're showing the estate going off to Robin, them burying him, Alfred crying. You just see everyone's in shock and everyone's just looking. Everyone looked exactly the same. This was everyone's look.
I was like that too. Yeah.
And then and I'm looking around people, and I actually saw 2 girls crying. People were devastated that he's dead.
Yeah.
And I look around, I'm just like, oh. Yes, it was a good way to go. And then all you see is him look at Alfred, and everyone jumped up, yelling and screaming and clapping. Yeah.
Swear to God. Swear to me.
Yeah.
I honestly wish that he had died.
When that happens, but I feel like that time was done so elegantly, because Alfred didn't lost his shit. He just went yes, yeah, it's done. And you see that ending with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, just when it closed down. I think it's great. I actually like that ending.
I mean, he's arguably one of the top 10 greatest films of all time. Also.
Yeah, I will agree.
All right.
So that's your number 5.
Yes.
Not on whatever Gotham needs me to be. Call it in.
My number 4 is the youngest and most brilliant witch of her time, Hermione Granger.
Now, if you 2 don't mind, I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse, expelled.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
Hermione Granger?
I wasn't a top between her and Harry Potter, but I think a character is more interesting the less you know about him or her. And Hermione is just a character that she's not only she's so smart, but when you consider all her backstory, when you see Ron or other characters in Hogwarts not really interested in the school aspect, and when you see her very interested, you consider that Ron came from a wizard family and Hermione came from a Muggle family.
Yeah.
So believe me, if you could get away with all this shit, how excited would you be to actually be doing homework in Hogwarts? You would. You would. So, Harry is our main focus and we see through his eyes the whole story. I think Hermione just, in the end, don't hate me, but a more interesting character.
Malfoy, you okay? Let's go. Come, quick. Let's go. Run. Not a word to anyone, understood?
That felt good.
Not good. Brilliant.
She's great. She's smart. She's going through a lot of things, but at the end of the day, she wants what's best for everyone, and she wants to have fun herself. She never forgets that she's a girl and she wants to have fun and she wants to learn and she's there for a reason. Because I think some people forget that through life, and she's always had like a direction of where to go. She has moments where she lost her temper or got into a fight for whatever reasons, but at the end of the day, she knows the struggle and will keep that direction going. So I love her, and part of it might be Emma Watson.
But I was gonna say, you just want to get with Emma Watson, but
part of
go ahead.
I do, but that is irrelevant to the point. I would like her even if she wasn't Hermione. It does help, but I don't think there is another actress that could pull off that character, and you can deny that.
I can't deny that.
I can deny it, and I think she's a character that is important and that I like that exists because I think a lot of girls can look up to her, and so yeah, I love Hermione Granger, and she's my number 4.
Hey, she's only interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one.
But I am the chosen one.
Alright, not bad. Alright, if you're gonna go with Hermione Granger, I'm gonna throw in Catwoman because it's not happening. So if we're gonna be even here, I'm kidding.
Hermione would beat the shit out of Catwoman.
Really?
Yes, she would.
Does she have a wand?
Yeah.
Give Catwoman the Bat Cycle and let's go.
Hermione.
She's not a fighter. She's a very smart person, but she's not a fighter.
So?
Anyway. My number. You know what? I'm gonna switch these two.
Okay.
My number 4 is Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
A wizard. And a thumping good one, I'd wager. Once you trade up a little.
No, you've made a mistake. I mean, I can't be a wizard. I mean, I'm just Harry. Just Harry.
Oh, okay. He was higher. He was higher? What? 2, 3, 2, 1?
He was originally 3.
Okay.
But I'm going to swap him out with the other one.
Okay.
Harry Potter is my number 4. Why? Because he is the icon. He is the boy who lived. He is the one who carried an entire franchise on his back and then some. I'm not gonna say that Ron and Hermione and all the other actors and actresses and characters didn't help.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this film series was put on the back of Daniel Radcliffe, and he ran with the ball better than any other actor who ever has done the job.
Him and his tiny little body, he did.
Yes, he did. He carried 8 films over the course of 10 years with 2 double doors and 4 directors, man. He carried this whole bag on his shoulders. God, I respect him.
Yeah.
And Daniel Radcliffe, what an amazing. You got to see him transition from a young boy who was home aloneing the shit out of this film into an honest to God, very respectable performance. I'm talking Batman Dark Knight level performance.
Yeah.
It seems, despite your exhaustive defensive strategies, you still have a bit of a security problem, Headmaster. I'm afraid it's quite extensive. How dare you stand where he stood? Tell them how it happened that night. Tell them how you looked him in the eye. A man who trusted you and killed him.
Great actor, and his battle with Voldemort is the epitome of good versus evil.
Yeah.
You can't. There is nothing to dislike about Harry, although he is a dipshit at times.
Yeah, but he's a teenager.
Yeah, that's part of being a dipshit.
Yeah, he's bound to be a dipshit sometimes.
Yeah, that's part of the charm of the story.
Yeah.
Harry Potter is just, man, he's the epitome of what it means to be not just a franchise player for a film series, but what it means to hold this together. Let's be honest here, and I'm not trying to diss anyone, but I'm going to diss some people. Shailene Woodley cannot do this for Divergent.
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence would not be able to do this for The Hunger Games.
I agree.
I can't think of any legitimate actor who's portrayed a character more than 3 times that's been good every single damn time and brought something hard and fresh to the table every time. You know, every Harry Potter film has its place. Yes, the directors help. Yes, the other characters help. But Harry Potter as himself, he carried everything. And everyone from this day forward, I guarantee you from the year 2001, whatever day the first one came out, going forward, you cannot ask a single human being who's the boy who lived and they won't tell you the name is Harry Potter.
Expecto Patronum!
Okay, my number three is a conventional hero. He's an everyman. Hero is that? No?
You want me to give it away?
I'm actually wearing his shirt right now.
Hey!
He's Forrest Gump, as played by Tom Hanks.
Would you like a chocolate?
Oh, thank you.
We've said several times that Tom Hanks has never made a bad movie, and I stand by it. And this was, I think if you don't count Toy Story, this was the first movie I saw of him. And I saw it as a kid, and I loved it. Even the parts that I didn't understand, I loved them. I think Forrest Gump is a character that I don't think anyone can relate to him. I think he's a character that lacks being able to relate to him. But you see his struggle, and you see the problems that he's going through, and you're 100% behind him that he can do everything that he sets out to do, even if he doesn't plan it. And he gets into all these really funny situations without planning them all throughout history. And he's just like, I guess I just did it, it was fun. And like, yeah, I mean, and a lot of it comes from Tom Hanks, who's so likable. In every movie that you see him in, he's so freaking likable.
Now, you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but I can run like the wind blows. Who in the hell is that? That there's Forrest Gump, Coach. Just a local idiot.
That this character, you can't help to root for. So I don't have a lot to say, but if you've seen the movie, you know why. This is a character that you can't help to root for, and you love his journey. It's a bit heartbreaking, but it's just a lovely character from a very likable actor. So it's Forrest Gump.
How does it feel to be an All-American?
I gotta pay.
I believe he said he had to go pee.
You know what movie I think you would like? I don't think you've seen it from him. Cloud Atlas. Have you ever seen the movie?
I started watching it, but I didn't finish it. I know what it is. I know it's several stories with the same actors.
Yeah.
But I've heard it's long, and I've heard that it's worth it.
It's very worth it. It's the highest, it's the most expensive indie film ever made.
Wow.
But yeah, while you were speaking, I was looking through Tom Hanks' filmography, and damn, it's true. We cannot find a single bad movie in this filmography. Jesus. All right, well played. Okay, so that was your number 3?
That's my number 3, Forrest Gump.
Okay, my number 3 is, my number 3 would sadly, I really hope he wouldn't do anything to him because I like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Joker.
Kill the Batman. Here's my card.
Ultimate terrorist. Which, if you really think about it, he's kind of the hero of The Dark Knight, in case you didn't know. Did you not know that? The Joker is the hero of The Dark Knight, in case you didn't know. Batman isn't the good guy, the Joker is.
Yep, you read a lot of conspiracy theories on the internet.
Yes. Do you know the one theory I'm talking about?
I've heard the theory, and it doesn't convince me, but...
It makes a good point.
It does make a good point, but I saw one today that claims that Inside Out and Toy Story are the same movie, and if you saw it...
How?
2 characters don't like each other, have to work together. They are banned from the place where they are because they have to protect their kid, and they have to work together in order to come back. They get back and eventually save their kid by working together, and they become friends at the end.
Holy shit, you're right. Goddamn.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're tonight's entertainment.
And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for that. We actually had to switch rooms. On the bright side, though, we're going to be a little more professional about this in the future.
Yeah.
Our apologies.
Yeah.
I think I was done with the Joker.
Were you done with the Joker?
Joker's a badass. Oh, yeah, Joker's the hero of The Dark Knight. If you didn't know that, quick thing. If you think about it, he got rid of the entire mafia, killed all the leaders, stopped all major crime from happening, and he damn near killed like 500 prisoners. All while stopping the vigilante Joker. All while stopping the vigilante that is Batman. So if you think about it, it's kind of the good guy.
I don't know, conspiracy theories about movies are, like I hear them and I'm like, oh, but yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, I just told you the one about Inside Out and Toy Story.
True.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, hello, beautiful. You look nervous.
Next, my number 2. I'm gonna argue a lot for this character because she is also from a movie from last year, and she's a character that I love. I loved her when I read the book. I love the actress, and I love this character, and I love this movie. And I think she is a character that will transcend her, like the way she looks, the way she acts, and things that she said. Will transcend. Fuck the haters. Hazel Grace from The Fault in Our Stars.
I believe we have a choice in this world about how to tell sad stories. On the one hand, you can sugarcoat it. And nothing is too messed up that can't be fixed with a Peter Gabriel song. I like that version as much as the next girl does. It's just not the truth.
I'm gonna argue a lot for this. I'm gonna argue because Shailene Woodley is my girl. Like I will always root for her. I don't like Divergent. That is the one thing that I will say. But I love her in every single role. She's an actress that brings so much humanity to the characters, except for Divergent. But I blame the director, I blame the book, I blame everyone else. But this character, I think, is the best thing that she has done. I love Hazel. I adore this character, the way that she acts, the way how she is so freaking likable. And Shailene Woodley brings that likability a lot because she's also very likable. But she brings that into the character, and you put like double the likableness of a character and the actress, and you put it in a horrible, shitty situation where she has cancer. And you're like, God damn it! Why are you doing this to me? Like she's a character that she's so likable and so enjoyable, and you put her in a horrible situation, and you're like, man, like, you're killing me. But this character, the way that she approaches the situation, which with a sense of humor, and an almost certainty that she will die, and she's kind of okay with it, up until the point where, oh shit, what happened? She falls in love, and a lot of people say that, oh, it's a love story, it's not important. She didn't ask to be in that situation. It's just a thing that kind of happens. Her little miracle, if you want to call it. And I was planning of having both her and Gus in this, but I realized that no, she's the main star on the show. She's the thing that makes it work, because I could see a whole movie with just her. I couldn't see Gus in his own movie. I couldn't. He would get me annoyed to a certain point.
Well, Gus is her love interest, right?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. But Hazel, like there are just these cute little moments with her, and what she does, like the moment where she's in Amsterdam with her mom, and her mom gives her a dress, and she just puts it on the table, because you kind of like a little gift for her. And there's a moment where she's just holding like her clothes, and she just sees it, and she's like, is that for me? Like, it's one of those moments where she just breathes life, and like, because you kind of forget that she's a 16-year-old girl, she's going through a very shitty situation, and she wants to kind of make the most of it, even when she knows that she's gonna end up badly. And she's so brave. This is a character that I respect so much, and that I hope we have more characters like her, because Gus, as potential as he is and as larger than life as he wants to be, she's the thing that keeps him in check. And she's so down to earth, and she's the stone holding his balloon, if you're gonna see it that way. And I think the best relationships are the ones that have a dreamer and a realist, because
some balance each other out.
They balance each other out. The realist help to keep the dreamer from flying too close to the sun, and without the dreamer, well, a realist will never get off the ground. And I think both of them get that perfect couple thing going. But it's mostly her, because she's so likable, and I like her so much. I know I keep saying that word, but that is the perfect word to describe her. When you see her going through her things, and the things that she does, she's so eloquent when she talks, and the way she feels about life and people and friends, and I think it's just great, and I love her so much. So it's Hazel Grace Lancaster, Fault in Our Stars.
You know, I might ask for saying this, but I would never. I like The Fault in Our Stars a lot, but I would never watch it again.
I can see why.
I would never. I saw it once, and I'm never going to see it again. Yeah. And I know I liked it, but fuck that. I'm not willing to go down that journey.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to go down that rabbit hole again.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my number 2.
Me forever within the numbered days, and I can't tell you how thankful I am for our little infinity.
It's a good life, Hazel Grace. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, my number 2 is I didn't cheat, and I put a single character as my number 2. Woody.
Ride like the wind, bullseye!
So you don't know Woody and Buzz, just Woody?
No, I just put Woody.
Okay.
Because Buzz, as awesome as he is, Buzz, I guess I'll give you an honorable mention. I don't want to give it away that was going to be Woody.
Yeah.
Woody, to me, he's the glue that holds this team together. If you think about it, throughout the entire Toy Story series, he's the one holding them all together, not Buzz, Woody. You know, he's the one that they try to save. He's the one who's trying to help everyone, fix everyone. Not saying that Buzz doesn't, but Woody, he is the main character. Among this dynamic duo, I think he rises just a little bit more.
He's the Batman, is what you want to say.
Yeah. In Batman, okay, if they're Batman and Superman, Woody's Batman.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. Everyone likes Superman, but everyone likes Batman just a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think Buzz is more for like the kid in you, but Woody is the adult in you who sees life coming and is trying to get ready for that obstacle, who's trying to get ready for the train that's about to hit you. Yeah. And he's just such an immaculate character, and he embodies everything that is human, even though he's just a plastic toy. You know, he does get scared, he does worry, he does hold his friends very dear, and he is very responsible, he is very taking, he is the epitome of a great movie character. Overall, I mean, I'll talk about Harry Potter, the Joker, Patrick Bateman. He is the most pure-hearted of anyone there. Yeah, he started off as an asshole in the first one. How else do you get the story going?
Yeah.
Woody, he is my solid number 2.
Okay.
I mean, he's like Buzz and Woody. You know, they are a team, they are a duo, but among the two, I pick Woody.
So long, partner.
Oh, hey, Buzz, you happened to
I'm very curious because I feel like I know you pretty well, and I feel like you've already said like all the characters that I know you like. I'm very curious about what your number 1 is going to be because I feel like you mentioned like all the ones that I know that you like. So this will be interesting.
Well, I'll say this much: the number 1 embodies me to a certain point. That's why I like him so much. But you're number 1.
Okay, my number 1.
Darth Vader.
No, actually no Star Wars here. Number one. I've mentioned this character before, and I've said that he's one of my favorites. And yeah, I love Star Wars, but this is a character that I see him and I'm like, man, I want to grow up and be like him. He's a character with so many convictions, and I decided to judge only as the film, not as the books. And it is the man, Atticus Finch, from To Kill a Mockingbird.
You know what a compromise is?
Been in the law?
No. It's an agreement reached by mutual consent. Now, here's the way it works. You concede the necessity of going to school. We'll keep right on reading the same every night, just as we always have. Is that a bargain?
Man, I love this character. I mean, how he manages to stand up and in a very racist town, in a very racist time, actually do the things that he does. He's forced to represent a black man who is accused of having raped a white girl, even when all the evidence points that he did not. So he's forced to talk to adults as children and to his children as adults.
Which I do not need to point out to you. And so, a quiet, humble, respectable Negro who has had the unmitigated temerity to feel sorry for a white woman has had to put his word against 2 white people. The defendant is not guilty.
Because he has kids, but he talks to them so beautifully. Like the way he communicates with them, he treats them like real people. Not like a sure, yeah, the answer is this, no, shut up. No, he actually gets a kick out of talking to them. And when he walks in, you believe at everything that he says is the fucking truth. This guy is a fucking hero of film. This is the guy that I see him and I'm like, I want to grow old and be just like you. Fuck Ghost and Watchmen, but the film version, the Gregory Peck performance, which is an Oscar-winning performance, by the way. This gave me his first Oscar. I love this character. I love it. There's a scene that I clap every time I see it. There's a moment where one of the townspeople goes up to him and spits on his face, and all he does is get out a handkerchief, cleans it, walks away, because he knows how to deal with people. He doesn't get violent. He knows he must use the law as his weapon in order to prove that what is right, and he gets it. And he is the greatest, in my opinion, greatest hero of film that there is, and he's also my favorite. Atticus Finch.
All men are created equal.
Cool.
Refresh me real quick. Did he win that case or did he lose that case? I don't remember.
He did not, but that is.
No. I'm not trying to like demean him. Like,
yeah, he loses the case, but he puts everything in the table. It's just because the people are racist that he just doesn't get it.
You know, I really, the point that made me go, are you fucking kidding me? Was the part where the guy was missing his fucking arm.
Oh.
Like, he was like, so by the way your hand was, he had your pin with his right arm, right? Yes. What fucking arm? Do you not see his arm is missing?
Exactly.
I love that one part where it's like, you people are.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's forced to talk to adults as kids.
Yeah.
And that is what always gets a kick out of me. But so that's my number one, Atticus Finch. I'm very interested in knowing your number one.
My number one.
Nothing. Go.
Okay. My number one is a film icon.
Okay.
My number one.
Superman?
No.
Okay.
My number one is the most flawed character I've got, and that's saying something when you have Patrick Bateman, the Joker, and Jordan Belfort on your list, and this guy's the most fucked up of any of them.
Okay.
That's saying something.
Who is he? I really want to know. Damn it.
Okay, this character, he is, like I said, arguably the greatest film icon of all time. You probably know him. And I'm going to go into deep detail as to why I like him so much. And if you haven't seen the films that he's in, you need to watch them so you understand where I'm going with this. Michael Corleone.
Now, the price for the license is less than $20,000, am I right? That's right. Now, why would I ever consider paying more than that?
I completely forgot about that. Completely forgot. I was like, okay, I know this fucker likes this. What's missing? Like, what's missing? God damn it, I completely forgot about it. Okay.
Michael Corleone. The reason why is when you watch the stories, there's something new to watch in each and every film, but more to the character himself. Each time you watch the film, you see his innocence more and more. You see more about how he was a good person, how he was a good man, he was a great individual, and quite frankly, an amazing human being. But over time, you just see him deteriorate so much so. And it gets to a point where I actually said at one point, Michael Corleone's a child. He's not a man.
Okay.
And I'm saying that because he's fighting so hard to protect his family, in turn, he destroys his family himself. He's the one that causes their destruction, their mayhem, their pain, their agony. You know, he has his wife's his sister's husband murdered. You know, obviously, justly so, but he's nothing more than a child trying to protect his family, but he ends up doing everything such the wrong way. It's horrible. You see how flawed he is, and he's a family man. He clearly loves his family. He clearly loves his children and whatnot. And he's trying so hard to hold on to this one bit, and he holds too hard and he ends up crushing it. It's like a dove. You know, he ends up squeezing too hard and kills him. He's such an amazingly flawed character. I mean, he started out as a good person who didn't want to join the family business. He has no choice, you know. Dad, I'm here. You know, I'm here now. I'm with you now. I'm here to fight with you alongside you. He throws away his humanity for his family. That humanity is what destroys his family, you know, in it all. You know, regardless of what his father, you know, Don Vito Corleone is an amazing character, amazing by far. But his son Michael is the epitome of what a tragic story is, and what a story that you can do nothing but admire, but you can only see the train coming and understand that it was bound to happen. You know, he causes the death of his children at one point. I don't like Godfather 3 at all, but as far as him as a character, it well rounds him out because he causes his own destruction. And he is just such a beloved movie character. I wouldn't want to be Michael Corleone. To a certain point.
Yeah.
Up until the end of part 1. Part 2, I would do things very different. And he tries to go clean several times. He tries to stop being this corrupt official and stop having to bribe judges and lawyers. He doesn't want to anymore. He tries to stop it, but he can't. He won't. Because, as one of the few good quotes from part 3, every time I think about it, they pull me back in. I'm sorry, I'm still a little sick. More energetic though this week. And he is my #1 favorite iconic movie character of all time.
Alright.
I think it's safe to say that him and Atticus Finch could have a very good conversation about family.
I think that is a conversation that I would love to like be there with popcorn, just be like, please keep talking.
No, you know what would be fun? We have Atticus Finch and Michael Corleone on one side, Dr. Schultz,
okay,
and the guy from the guys at Budapest Hotel. What's his name? Mr. Gustav.
Gustav.
And then you're on that side, and I'm on this side, and we're just like shut them not to talk.
And then can the moderator be Hitch?
Nah. No.
just to bring us back to reality a little bit. So yeah, so characters are a great part of a film, and
they're the driving force of a film.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, a good story is nothing but a good character. So I love these characters, and well, that was our top 10. Just like we did with our top 10 favorite movies. We hope you enjoyed with it. What we're doing here.
What are your top 10?
What are your top 10 your honorable mentions? We would love to know.
Yeah, or give us a few of your favorites. Tell us if you thought we were right or wrong. Tell us if you think Atticus Finch sucks or Michael Corleone's a little bitch. Yeah. Let us know. We don't get offended. By the way, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I was saying. And you get to see more of this every week. You can see less of that if you want. I have my own single videos.
You're a dick. You're a dick. I produce everything on this show, but the other thing that you do is you walk here, you have no sleeves, and you just act like a dick. That is all you do.
I love.
Yeah, I love doing this every week. So why the fuck not?
We will see you in another 10 episodes.
Hell yeah. Maybe next time we'll do our top 10 worst movies.
Top 10 worst movies.
Yeah, and then top 10 worst characters.
Yeah, that was good.
You will see Jar Jar there.
Yeah. You'll probably see Fantastic Four there too.
The movie?
The latest one? Oh, god damn. You know what? We're not gonna get on this.
Yeah.
Ladies and nerds, this is...
I'm Chema.
I'm Eddie. You stay classy, San Diego. Bye-bye.
Fuck yeah! Yeah!